To think that he actually has fans that honestly support his ridiculous situation. Honestly. It's ridiculous. How does Keemstar have fans still? How does Keemstar still think he's the superior one to all when I'm gonna show proof. As you may or may not be aware, the video I made yesterday or the day before, I really don't know, about the IMJ station situation. I think I found a situation that honestly can beat my video about IMJ station. Now I apologize if I look a bit sweaty, if I look a bit red. It's probably one of the hottest days over here in the UK that it has been in a long time. So I'm currently had to alternate. Really, I have no fan in this room currently, so I'm dealing with the adrenaline of the door being open over there to let some air into this house, because it's honestly one of the hottest. It's a 22 Celsius over here degrees, which may not seem very high for many people that isn't from here, but we don't know what the sun is because we barely get the sun. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. This is the point to alert you all. If you support Keemstar, if you keep liking Keemstar, honestly grow the hell up. Because if you like Akita, if you like him, and you like his stuff and you like his content, but you like Keemstar, you're gonna hate Keemstar after this. Because of what he said to him, of what Keemstar said to him, is disrespectful as hell. He predicted Keemstar 1 month or a couple months before his death, his death. He told him to jump off a bridge and kill himself. In this screenshot, you can see right here that Keemstar gave Atika the eerie suggestion to jump off a cliff if it's just a simulation. You don't know what that means. Basically, Akita, whatever, I can't be bothered to say his name anymore. Basically, he said before in on Twitter or in a video or something like that he thinks that real life is just a simulation, because Keemstar interviewed him a month ago, roughly that, and basically because of his words and what he expressed his feelings, which everybody is entitled to express your feelings about life and what really you think your opinion on it, Keemstar goes out of his way to have the nerve, and it doesn't matter if he didn't mean it, it didn't matter if it's a joke, the fact that he said it is well, it's not really disrespectful, but it's horrible that he said it anyway, because the fact that people still support him is beyond a joke right after this. Because if you saw from the screenshot, which is from an article that was posted 20 hours ago, YouTuber Keemstar suggested suicide to Atika months before his death. What does that say exactly? Now, what's the one thing in that title that just screams hate towards Keemstar? Because of what he said to Atika, because of what he had the nerve to make fun of mental health, and because basically Keemstar interviewed Atika and he had the nerve to basically suggest suicide to Atika months before his actual death. Now the thing is, in the title it seems Keemstar suggests suicide to Atika. Now the article was posted less than 20 hours ago, and it screams, or it proves, it gives out quotes from different tweets. Now I don't know if they're deleted, but the fact that people will know what the tweets are because they've seen them before, or Keemstar's posted on them before. And the fact that Keemstar, honestly, and I don't, if you support Keemstar, just leave this video right now. Unless you don't support him, watch this video, because it's going to make you hate me more. If you like Atika but you like Keemstar, you're going to hate Keemstar, or you're just going to say, it's all fake, it's all fake, those screenshots are fake. He suggests suicide to him. And then it also doesn't help when Keemstar decided, because what happened, Atika was removed from his home by the police, and then Keemstar used the opportunity to interview Atika by his phone instead of giving him a few days. Now, I can't find any evidence that he actually said this, but it has been said on Twitter that apparently Keemstar, and I don't know if this is true, it's been said a few times. I've had people come up to me saying that he did it because he needed money, he needed to feed his family. If Keemstar actually knew what Atika was suffering from and knew exactly what was wrong with him and knew that he needed a few days away from social media, Keemstar would have not wanted to interview Atika, but instead, the day he gets removed, or apparently the moment or the day he gets removed from his house by the police, Keemstar uses the opportunity to interview Atika and mock his health issues, which is behavior of a douchebag, which Keemstar is. And if you would like proof that this is exactly what he did, here's your proof. And then Keemstar has the balls, the nerve to say that he suddenly now wants to say, rest in peace, Atika, and he's going to help his family as much as he can, when the main problem was you, Keemstar. You were the biggest problem because you were the one that suddenly boosted his suicidal thoughts up even more higher than they already were, because he posted a video on Twitter saying that he's never felt that more suicidal ever until now, after the interview when he got pushed way too far. And what happened 2 days two days before now? What happens? That doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. What happens then? In June, he's found in a river and he's dead. And then Keemstar had the authority, the absolute nerve, to post on Twitter this. Suddenly, now Keemstar feels bad. Suddenly, now Keemstar wants to remove all the things that he said about Atika and suddenly become the happy, friendly person that he so suddenly is. And he wants to help his family, which obviously helping his family would be the best thing. But the thing is, though, his family has said that they don't want any donations for the funeral. They just want people to donate to charities and help them out. And that's a great thing from their family. But the fact that Atika's family have not realized that Keemstar said all of these things made him so up to there at the point of his life, and then he jumped into the river and he killed himself, and all of a sudden Keemstar wants to be the good guy. He wants to forget all the things that he said. He wants to think that people are thick, that they can't remember all the things that he said, and he wants to move on from the past, when clearly he cannot move on from the past, because if he wants to move on from the past, he will apologize for everything that he said to Atika. He will put all the money that he has at the moment that isn't going towards his family, but he has his own towards the charities, which I think he has already, but that doesn't make the situation any better because of all the things that he said. Atika was, say, in the middle, okay? His mental health was, horrible, okay? But he never felt suicidal. As soon as Keemstar gets involved, whoop! He's straight up there on the chart. And what happens? Midway through June, near the end of June, what happens? YouTuber Atika has been found dead in a river. And what happens then? Keemstar wants to move on from everything. Keemstar wants to move on. He wants to be the friendly guy. When he said all those things, and he still has people that like him, which is stupid because those people will have no idea what the hell they're doing if they're still supporting Keemstar, the lying bastard. I don't mean to be hostile, okay? I do not. But the fact that Keemstar, he's probably going to make some excuse. The fact that Keemstar still has fans to this day after everything that he has done. He's ruined people's lives, the people that didn't do anything wrong, by the way. He's He's been racist. That's the biggest thing that he has done, and people are suddenly forgiving him for it. He said the N-word multiple times, and people are suddenly, you know what? It's Keemstar. He has to be forgiven, doesn't he? His stupid 12-year-old fans have to forgive him because he's the superior leader, because he's the #1 news article on the YouTube platform. Yet the only way he can actually be relevant in his entire career is if he uses other people's names in his title and thumbnails. Now, you can call me a hypocrite for using his name if I do use his name in this video, but I don't know. He doesn't deserve his name to be in this video because of everything that he has done. He pushed the Tika way too far, and then suddenly what happens? He wants to be the good guy? He wants to be the savior? He wants to help his family when he's the one that ruined everything? He's the one that suddenly, he comments, I feel, rest in peace at Tika, you know. If you want to donate, you know, just click the link in the description and, you know, help the charities and that. And you know what? Why don't you just forget everything I said and just move on and pretend I'm the good guy because I'm an idiot and I can't say, you know what, I'm sorry for all the things that I said. Maybe mental health isn't something to be made fun of. Maybe I'm just gonna, you know, pretend everything's hunky-dory when, oh, I don't know. I said all those things. I'm the one that said all those. I'm the one that told him to go, oh, no, kill himself. I'm the one that mocked him for his depression, his mental health. I'm the one that told him to go kill himself. I'm the one that called him when he was taken to his house, the day he was taken to his house by the police. I'm the one that said, you know what, I need to interview you for money. I have to feed my children. I have to do all this for money. You don't care at all about anyone else but yourself, Keemstar. You interviewed him the day he was taken by police. Maybe it was the day or the day after, I really don't know. But he interviews him the day he gets taken away by police, and here's proof if you don't believe me. I hated Keemstar since day one. But the thing is, though, I've always, when it comes to something bad, I've always had to tweet at him because I want his opinion if he has anything, okay? That doesn't mean I like him. I will never, ever like Keemstar. His friends, however, FaZe Banks, Rice Gum, maybe, and all his other friends, FaZe Banks I definitely like, but Keemstar is the biggest piece of shit on this platform right now. If he has the nerves to say that he wants to help Atika's family, that he wants to make sure Atika's memory goes on, he wants to give him tribute, when he was the one that said all of those things, and the fact that people still love him to this day further proves that he has gotten in the heads of kids, he has gotten in the heads of people that honestly believe he's the best person ever, and yet they're still probably going to support him even after he helps his family. But are they going to support him after this? I really don't care, and I really don't care at all, because I am entitled to make this video to expose him, because if he wants to become the superior, if he wants to use this opportunity to make people forget about what he did to Atika, he said all of those things, further proves that Keemstar honestly is the biggest craphead on this entire platform. And he still has fans. That's the thing. He still has fans that support him. Even after he said the N-word, even after he ruined people's career that didn't need to be ruined, him destroying the careers of, say, oh, I don't know, maybe pedophiles or not, yeah, they could definitely go away now, but if he's ruining careers of people that didn't do anything at all, what's the problem? Why is he doing it? He shouldn't be doing it in the first place. He's using their name just to become more relevant, just to even stay relevant. Even though at this point, is he going to be relevant? I really don't know. I really do not know. Because he has fans that are so brainwashed by all of his BS that they're just going to support him. They're going to bow down on their knees. They're going to meow like cats. Meow, meow. And still support him to this day. They're going to support him 5 years from now. And the thing is, he wants to try and act like an adult. He's like 30-something. He's nearly 40 years old. And at 30-something years old, and nearly 40 years old, he told somebody to go and jump off a cliff because they had their own personal opinion on their own lives. He told Atika to jump off a cliff at the age of 37, which further proves that he is nowhere near a man as he claims he is. If he was a man, he would have never have said those things. He would have never have believed that it was all fake. He would have helped him from day one. And he had the nerves to say that you need a doctor's note to prove that you have mental health, to prove that you have this. He had the nerve to say, oh, you need a doctor's note from now on to prove that you have this, you have that, you have that, you have this. He wouldn't know what it feels like. Because he thinks just because he has all of these subscribers and he has all of these fans that still believe him, he has the nerves to say you need a doctor's note. He thinks he's immortal. He thinks he can get away with anything. And up to this point, he surprisingly has. He's gotten away with calling people the N-word. He's gotten away with destroying careers, mentioning things he shouldn't have. Mocking depression, as I just said, mocking mental health, and now he wants to support Atika. He wants to give him a tribute. He wants to support his family, give donations to charities, which is always a good thing. You know, giving donations to charity is a good thing. But he wants to try to make sure that all of these people forget about everything that he did. You know, all the things that he said, all the screenshots that I just proved. He wants to forget all them. He wants to try to make everybody believe that he never said those things. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with everybody? If you want to help him, raise awareness, talk to people, you know, do all this and that. If you want, Keemstar, if you want to help his family, they said that they don't want any donations for the funeral, which is, you know, it's their opinion, I guess. You know, they don't want money for the funeral. That's fair enough. Donate to charity. Talk to people. If you, I mean, maybe, fair enough, if you can't talk to anybody and you feel like you are stuck in this ball that you cannot escape from, you think that this entire, you know, end yourself is the best alternative way, don't, because you were born for a reason. You were born to do something, and maybe you haven't found it yet. Maybe it's just simply as walking for the first time, losing your teeth, getting your first tattoo, driving, maybe that's the purpose of your life. You were born for a reason, and don't take it away. Maybe if you feel all of these things, then, and maybe you can't talk to anybody, just attempt to at least help other people that are feeling the same. If you're feeling what Atika was feeling, try to find people that are feeling the same thing so that you can communicate and attempt to be better people and help each other, because it's not the right answer at all. And if you want to help other people, donations are great. Talking to people is great. But if you feel that you can't because you are trapped in this shallow ball that is clutching at you, that's getting tighter and tighter, then when it clutches at you tightly, it's going to crush you, and you're going to end up being on the ground with a coffin and a gravestone, which is not the right way. Everybody on this planet was born for a reason. And some people haven't found that reason. But it doesn't come within the clap of your fingers. It's going to take time. And the thing is, though, it really, if you can't talk to anybody, then that's completely fine. But at least don't take the opportunity of life away. Maybe if you feel trapped, then that's completely fair enough. I mean, I'm always willing to attempt to help people that see the light. I'm always willing to pull them back and give them just one more chance. But the problem is, if you don't talk to anybody, if you feel trapped, if you feel like you have no one to go to, but you haven't talked to anybody and you can't talk to anybody, then maybe that's the problem. You can't talk to anybody, but you haven't been able to because you haven't got the courage. Maybe that's why. Maybe watching videos on YouTube helps you. I don't know what it is. What I want to get away with after this is, we went from talking to Keemstar to making a very deep message, but if you still support Keemstar after this video, or you still like him, just do me a favor, fuck off out of my channel, because I don't want, I mean, if you like this video, then that's fair enough, but don't say, well done for making this video, and well done for exposing them, or well done for having your voice. Instead of doing that, talk to, like, if you know somebody that's feeling like this, talk to them. Don't talk to me unless you're feeling this and you need somebody to talk to. You can talk to me, that's fine. But if you know somebody that's feeling these emotions, that are feeling the that they're getting crushed by this ball, you go talk to them and you help them. They come, well, they come after me, okay? Well, no, they come before me, not after me. They come before me. You need to go talk to them and you need to help them out, because otherwise their death is going to affect not just the families, but it's going to affect everybody around. Atika's death has affected so many people, and if you know somebody that is sort of in the same situation as him, just talk to them, give them a hug, for crying out loud. They need a hug. They need a hug. Hugs solve everything. Sometimes. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video, and this is going to be posted on 2 channels just so people can be able to see this. It's going to be posted on my main channel and my second channel, which is Abyss Fusion X and the official boosted. So whichever channel you're seeing this on, please, if you want to help other people, you can like this video if you want. I'm not asking you to. You can comment. I'm not asking you to. What I'm asking you to do is to help people that are feeling these emotions. If you can't do that, then at least try to donate to awareness and try to donate to all these people that are feeling this sort of like situation that Tika was in. But just don't throw your life. Everybody was born for a reason. Just don't throw your life away. If you don't think there's any alternate way to like help or to like do something, if you feel like there's no other way, then as though I really don't know if anybody can stop you. It's your choice, but think about it. At least try to talk to people and try to do what's better for your future, what's better for your life and for your family's life. If you have a family, you go. What are they gonna think? Your mum, if you have one, your dad, if you have one, your brother, if you have one, your sister, if you have one, your auntie, if you have one, your uncle, if you have one, what are they gonna think? It's not just you that's gonna be, it's not just like, it's not what you're thinking, it's gonna be like what all the people around you are thinking, you go, they've lost a part of their heart, and that part's been taken away, and they're never gonna feel the same. It's not just you that's being affected, it's everybody else that cares for you, that likes for you. It's everybody, man. It's everybody. But yeah, I have said enough for the day. This video, I wouldn't say it's my most depressed. Well, to be honest, it was one of my most strongest messages video, and it went from talking to Keemstar to suddenly trying to help people with awareness and all this stuff, and I'm probably never ever going to do a video like this, but message to Keemstar and his fans, more or less his fans first, if you still support him, please just tell me why you're supporting him, and please convince me to support him. If you can support him, clearly you can convince me to support him, if you're supporting him. But a message to Keemstar, if you think you can erase the past of what you said about him, Atika, you are the most dumbest person on the planet. If you think that's going to happen, if you think you can erase the past about what you said, and if you think you can say that it was a joke, that you didn't mean it, you clearly are the biggest douchebag on the planet. If you think that you can erase everything, you've clearly made it away so far. You being racist, though, everybody's forgiving you for that. People are clearly going to forgive you for this, aren't they? You killed somebody. That's a bit too far. Maybe you haven't, but with what you said, you might as well. This has been Abyss Fusion, or the official boosted, whichever channel you're watching this on. If you want to speak your voice out, please do. Otherwise, it's going to be too late, and there's nothing we can do about it. Anyway, yeah, that's all I have to say. You were born for a reason. Don't take that reason away. Find it. And eventually, you'll be happy. It might take plenty of time, but eventually it will happen. How Keemstar was born for a reason that's beyond me. But we're going to find out what he has to say, if he has to say anything at all.